Welcome back and Happy New Year. Alrighty. Here we are looking at Seduction.org. Seduction is, excuse me, Seduction is a Debian based Linux distribution. And I found this a couple of days before Christmas. So, alrighty, let's read the release notes. During the holiday season, we present to you our new release, Seduction 2022.1. This edition, for obvious reasons, has been given the code name Master of War. This goes back to a Bob Dylan song of the same name from 1962. Hey, I know that song. I think I just dated myself a bit. Anyways, users that have been with us for a while will remember that we used to use rock songs as code names for our releases. Well, today, we're returning to that tradition. The wallpaper of this release combines the artwork of Debian GNU/Linux 12 Bookworm with this Bob Dylan song. That is as fresh today as it was in 1962. The user and password for live session are seducer/live. With that out of the way, let's cut to the chase. Masters of War has quite a few features to offer that we hope you will find exciting enough to try out. But before that, let's go to the basics first. Masters of War uses Linux 6.1 for its kernel and offers images with KDE Plasma as our main offering, along with LXQT, XFCE, Xorg, and NoX. We will continue to offer unofficial builds for GNOME, Cinnamon, and Mate on testbuilds.seduction.org. KDE Plasma is included in version 5.62.4, accompanied by KDE Framework 5.101, and KDE Gear 22.12. XFCE 14.18 was released about 2 weeks ago, and we're happy to be able to include it in our release. LXQT stands at version 1.2.0. Alrighty, let's go have a look-see here. And here we are in VirtualBox once again. Alrighty, go with new. Seduction. And it automatically went to it. Okay, it's cool. We'll give it 4 gigs, the usual stuff. Virtual drives, dynamically located. Now I'm going to give this thing there we go, about that much. There was a feature on here I want to try. And we'll be getting to that later. System. Dose. For the display. Max that out. 3D acceleration. Storage. Empty. Skip that. Choose the disk file. There we are, off to there. Seduction 22.1. Enable output, network, serial ports, USB, shared folders, don't need any of that. Okie dokie pokey. Let's start this bad boy up. Let's get her going. And it went over there. Please select a virtual blah blah blah. Asking me again. Oh, because I didn't click on the live. Oh well. Start that bad boy. Put it back up here. View full screen mode. Switch. And we want English, and I don't know if there is a counter on this, so we're just going to move it. Okay. that back out of there. Come on now. Okay, I'm not used to this. I'm gonna choose that. Okay, there we go. I clicked on the right thing. Yay! I'm gonna leave it like this for a couple minutes. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this and install it. Speed things up on your guys' end. We'll be back in a minute. Oh wait, that's kind of cool. I'm gonna leave that going. Full screen. Switch. Oh, it even goes full screen for me. Oh, that's cool. Right into it. I'm liking this distribution. This might get me switched back to KDE again. Although it's a little bit... it's just loading up still. Okay. I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing here. I'm not really going into the programs and pointing anything out to anybody because I'm just curious myself. This is my first time looking into this. Alright, I'm going to install this thing. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start up the, well, obviously, it just started it up. We're going to run through the installation. Kind of slow on the, that's a VM problem. Okay. We've already read that. Seducer/live, desktop environment. Okay. We'll go ahead and read this part and then we'll finish the installation. What's new this time around? Chroot Helper. We have quite a few shiny new things for you to play with this time around if you are so inclined. A new and quite helpful tool can be found on the live image. It awaits behind the new icon labeled Seduction Chroot Helper. If we ask ourselves if we know the commands to start a chroot off the top of our heads, most of us will have to answer with no. I don't remember it. I never do. I have to go look it up. So next time you need to fix your system because you lost your password or malformed entry in an etc/fstab, make system D cringe and refuse to boot. Yeah, I've done that a few times. You start the live image and hit that icon. You are prompted to select the partition and after a safety warning are taken to your install as root, where you can start to undo any issues. Nala. Ooh, they got Nala. Nala has a new front end for Debian's package manager front end app. It works as a drop-in replacement, meaning you can use the commands you are used to from apt also with Nala. Apt gets the job done, but is neither fast nor is it very user-friendly. It's definitely not fast. Nala's way faster. User-friendly? I don't know about that. I don't know about that part. It's no more unuser-friendly than any other package manager from the terminal. It's way more user-friendly than Arch is. Okay, anyways. Nala in comparison seems like an apt on steroids, which is true. I'm way happier on Nala than apt. It is faster by using parallel downloads, has better output. presented in a user-friendly way. It also has a history function that was borrowed from Fedora's package manager front end, DNF. That's true. You can try out Nala right now, and if you don't like it, return to apt anytime. You can also use both, alternating between them. Some good reading about Nala can be found on the website. Linux IAC, our manuals also offer selection on Nala here. Snapper. Snapshots of your running system that you can roll back to have been a thing on distributions like OpenSUSE with ButterFS or the BSDs with ZFS. That's ZFS for many years. That is true. If you're using ext4 and making use of timeshift, you get a similar result but are limited on the options. That is true. That is why we integrated Snapper to handle snapshots. If you install Seduction on ButterFS, we have written a very detailed manual page for this here. Basically, as default, the system takes a snapshot takes a snapshot before and after every action you take with apt or Nala that you can roll back to through a grub module if needed. That's going to take up space on your hard drive, so you might want to have a good sized hard drive, bare minimum 500 gigabytes with that. Anyways, I would recommend no less than 1 terabyte, honestly, to be safe. You can also take snapshots at boot or manually. Besides that, you can also roll back single packages. There's a ton of options, as you can see when you read our manual section on it. A hands-on quick start can be seen over at Spiral Linux, as they use the same mechanism. That is cool. Alrighty, well, I'm not going to get into the rest of this, but I'm definitely going to read it all later on. Wow. Okay. Click next. Close enough. Looks good. Dang. Well, if they got the 6.1 kernel, which means they're going to upgrade to the 6.2. The 6.2 fixed the ButterFS file system issues. So I'm going to go ahead and try ButterFS. I wonder if I should do XFS. Well, they don't have ZFS. So it's either ext4, ButterFS, or XFS. Never mind, I'm going to go with ButterFS. Alright. I don't want to encrypt the system. For security, if you want a more secure operating system, I would encrypt your system if I was you. But don't forget your password for it. You'll never be able to get back in if you don't. Click next. All right. Seduce me. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Okay. Password strong. Unhackable. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh, I just set it out in the open. Now I'm going to get hacked. 1, 2, 3. And why not? Click next. Current. After. Create new MS-DOS partition table at dev SDA VBox hard disk. Create a new blah, 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 flash file system ButterFS. Flag ButterFS partition is boot. Install Seduction on new ButterFS system partition. Install bootloader on dev SDA. Okay, cool. Install now. I'm going to let this roll for a couple minutes. See if there's any flashy doohickey things we can look at. Or if it's just leaving it on that. Oh, there is. All right, with this little slideshow, we present you some old artwork of the last 10 years. So they've been around for about 10 years. I forgot to mention that. This was our first release, One Step Beyond. Great artwork, maybe our best by I don't know the guy's name. This is our second release, Desperado, with the spaghetti western theme by Hendrickle and the splash screen by Spin 7. I'm gonna go with 7. I'm liking this distribution, and this is Debian. I've been thinking about switching to Debian. Our fourth release rides on the Storm, artwork by 7, with some modifications for our first Christmas release by Hendrickle. God, I hope I'm not murdering your name, dude. If I am, I'm sorry. This is our fifth release, Firestarter, artwork by Hendrickle. As you may have found out, we use song names for our releases back in those days. You know, I've heard of this distribution about 5 years ago, and I never tried it. You know, there's so many of these things out there. This was our Christmas specials Steam edition back in 2014. Artwork back and as it was for Christmas, and modifications by Hendrickle. Don't go to his Worms channel. He doesn't. He has a guy that he calls Bob that he doesn't like. Anyways, also we want to thank all the people who helped to start this project and adventure, Seduction. Have fun and apt moo. Huh. Anyways, there's the theoretical guy on. He calls us. It's for fun. He calls the character Bob. He benchmarks GPUs for his channel. He's funny. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this until it's in. Where was I? Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this, and I'll be back. And then I'll do a brief walkthrough and give you my final thoughts on it. Back in a minute. She's all done, and I went poking around, and they do have NVIDIA support. You have to enable the repository for it, but it's there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and click done here. Ooh, that had a noise on there. Glad I muted that for you guys, so that was annoying. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and click stop on the recording. And we're back on the VirtualBox display, the GUI. So we're going to kick out that disk. Remove disk. Click OK. And we're going to start it back up. Get into a brand new view of it. That out. Switch. Alright. And click off that. Jeez, man. There's like 4 or 5 of those suckers. Alright. She's booting up pretty quick here. This time around. Noticing the virtual machine was kind of a little bit more laggy than I'm used to. Okay. I think I put seduce me. Uh-oh, I forgot the name. 1, 2, 3. That's probably not right. Nope. SIDUCE tab 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I know how to spell. I like the splash screen. Although it's jumping around with inside the VM. That's a VM thing. it's not full screen. I'll have to fix that. Oh boy. Yep. Dagnabbit. Alright. About system settings. Display. Where's the display at? Display configuration. Not by 635. 768. Click apply. I'll fix one more thing before I do go back into that. Go to the dark theme. And click apply. Alright, now let's go into full screen mode. Much better. Okay, alright, let's get into the programs. A Canary console. That's different. KDE comes with console. Failed to connect to database. Can't connect to the local server through blah blah blah. Unable to connect. Okay. Oh, that's okay. Okay, all right. Close that out. Sudo nala update. Okay. SU. Okay. Update wasn't added to the sudoers file. I guess I'll have to go change that later. Okay. All right. Looks like it's up to date. Close window. Man, it's got the noises going here. Okay. Development. Graphics. We got Flame Shot. A new image manipulation. Get back on there. Gwenview. Image Magic. Inkscape. Okay, Ruler. LibreOffice Draw. Ocular and Xzane for scanners. Internet. We got Aggregator. Contact Print Theme Editor. Firefox. IRC. KD Connect. KD Connect SMS. KGet. Kmail. Conquer. Why do they have Conquer on here? That thing's... I don't know. I'm not gonna... I just wonder why they have that in there. KRDC. This must be the full installation. KTorrent. Sieve Editor. SSH Activate. Cool. Multimedia. Got the Dragon Player. Elisa Juke for the music player. K3B for disc printing. Caffeine for media player. For music. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 media players. 6 if you count an SM player. Well, Dragon Player is the best out of all these. All our MPV one. MPV Media Player. It's either Dragon or the MPV are the best ones. We'll click on the Dragon Player. Go to help. About Dragon Player. And copyright 2006, 2007. Version 22.12.0. So this was, if I'm reading this correctly, was released in December. If I'm reading that correctly. Don't quote me on that one. Qt version 5.15.7, built against 5.15.7. XCB windowing system. Okay. Let's go to the player, MPV player. This one I like better than the other one because you can just drop the files into it. And I don't have any. So caffeine. Caffeine's not bad. Not my cup of tea. Or coffee. I really don't mess around with this one. And we got version 2.0.18. It looks like a media player by KDE with digital TV support. Wonder if they even heard of HowRunner. It's like cross between an MPV player and Rhythm. It's kind of got its own style, how it's put together. I use HowRunner. Okay, let's go into multimedia one more time. They got Evoke Screen. And this is a screencaster and streamer. Camera, colors, shortcuts. There's your back end there. Mic, frame rate, format, video codec, settings, timer. You can you can stop recording. I forgot about that. And all the formats. Question. And that's Voca Screen. Voca Screen. Go to the internet. Aggregator for feed reader, contact print theme editor, Firefox. See what version they got on this. In the release notes it said it was 5.26, so for KDE itself. So this should be pretty up to date. I think it's one or two behind. I think it's at .1 or .2 on that. I can't remember. But it's pretty close. It's not fully up to date, but waiting for like a half hour and then updating the system again is a good idea. Make sure you don't miss any of the updates. I usually get pop-ups like within a half hour, an hour after installing a system. Office. We got IRC, KGet, KML, header theme editor, KML Conquer, conversion. KTorrent. I got 2 torrents. I think. KGet. No, sorry. They got Download Manager, which is KGet. And then they got KTorrent. Man, I'm losing it. Okay, let's go to the office. They got LibreOffice Base, Calc, Draw, Impress, Math. Let's go to the writer. Let's see what version we got going here. It's running slow because it's in a VM. My system has an SSD hard drive. I'm so used to everything going like, or within a couple of seconds, 1 to 2 seconds usually. Okay, we are on version 7.4.3.2. That's pretty close. And with the Debian packet version of 7.4.3.3. Huh. That's pretty close. I think that's up to date. So that means it's probably 1 version behind, maybe. I don't know for sure. Got Synaptic already built straight in. Okay, for system we got alternatives configurator, crash process viewer, decomp editor, discover, dolphin, htop. Click on that real fast. I opened up a bunch of stuff. Oh, and it's got vocal string running over here. Well, I didn't drop it early at all. I thought I gave it 2 CPUs and it's only showing 1 CPU. That could be why it's running so slow. Did I not click 2 CPUs? Oh. KD partition manager, kernel remover, console. Kernel remover is a good option. System log, Kwallet, menu editor, Midnight Commander if you're into a terminal file manager, Seduction manual, Synaptic package manager, system monitor, WhoWatch, console, interactive process, and users monitoring tool. Oh, and they got Yukaki. I think that's how you pronounce it. They got Yukaki. I like that. I like having that up there and then doing it to like a Shift Z or something like that to drop it down. Control Z, maybe. So far, I'm liking most of the choices in here. Kind of wondering why Conquer is in here, but Not knocking anybody for loading up the programs they loaded and load up on their distros. Just curious why. Well, a little curious as why. They, as far as I know, they no longer maintain it, or maybe they're updating it. Maybe that's why it's in here. Copy Q. Oh, they got the BYOB terminal in here. I love that terminal. If it'll launch. I think I just locked the system up. There you go. She locked up on me when I clicked on that. That's a VM problem. The BYOBU terminal, advanced command line and text window manager. Basically, you can run a program automatically in the background. Type the name of the program, close it out, and it'll stay open. That's why I like that one. But usually, when I mess around with window managers, I usually have that installed. And that's it for this one. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.